Well, hello. Have you ever wanted more pleasure in your life? Okay, you're in the right space. My name is Rachel. I've been intimacy coaching for 11 years, which inspired me to do a different series every month, talking about ways to incorporate pleasure into your everyday world, which was just sneaky because it was really about intimacy building. But what I decided to do as the final month of this series is talk about things that I believe humans are really doing to suppress the best relationships we could have. So whether it's with your intimate partner, your children, your friends, your family, coworkers, whatever, there's a lot of alignment and similarities between all of these. So the conversation I want to talk about today is living in black and white thinking. Okay. Now, this was something I did not even know that I was doing, but there's a lot of humans who do. Okay. We have to give ourselves permission to really opening up the doors to beliefs. Okay. So what I mean by black and white thinking is that that's what we think. This starts so early in programming. I think about this like when my daughter's watching cartoons. There's good and there's bad, right? Like anybody who's doing a bad thing is a bad guy in her book because that's what cartoons have told her. There's good guys who put those guys away. I hate that. I hate that because it's already teaching her from such a young age that you're either good or you're bad. You're either of those. You can't be in between. You can't have a bad day. There's no gray area. So that means you're either poor or you're rich. There's no middle class. There's no in between. You're either suffering or you have excess. You're either thin or you're fat. There's no in between of a healthy body type. There is either a stick thin figure that is completely unobtainable for many human beings, or there's being morbidly obese, which isn't all human beings or a lot of human beings, but even the thought around both of those extremes of self-acceptance and love and how we present ourselves, right? There's a cat keeps shaking her head in the back. Sorry if you can hear her call her. Okay, but black and white thinking is not helpful. You know, when we get down to an individualized thought process, it's most damaging, right? So as an example, because I can only relate to myself, black and white thinking is I'm a good mom, I'm a bad mom. I'm providing or I'm not providing for this family. I'm in self-care mode or I'm in total neglect mode, right? We can't do that to ourselves. And we have to give grace to each and every one of us outside of the circumstances that we find ourselves in, because their black and white thinking is probably different, but you can see the extremes that we put ourselves in. And what we also do to the outside world is we put them in that category. Because if you're not doing this, I deem you unsuccessful. If you're not showing up the way that I think is this, then you're fat. If you're not, what, it doesn't matter, okay? We place those upon other people in that black and white thinking. It's just not fair. It's not realistic for the most part. That's the most important thing. Most important takeaway. It's not realistic to live into this or that. We have to be able to exist in the gray because that's what the majority of us are anyway, in every single walk of life. Every single one. So I hope this was helpful, but that's all I had to say about it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here.